So I think I'm gonna do Twitch and YouTube today.
There you go. There you go. I got to remember to click the record on my vertical. The last episode, I forgot to click record on vertical and I lost it.
Hey, Jolly, this thing's trying to make me sign in again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did you click the under links and software?
Yeah, the second link that's in there.
Okay.
The Forge VT or the Forge VTT.
Yeah. And it makes you want to sign in?
Yeah.
You have to have an account with Forge.
And see, I thought I did, and whenever I try to enter my information, it's not coming up.
All right. Did you sign in with like Google or something? Because I know that those are also options.
I wonder if I used my caffeine and hate email. I did not. So
I've been using my Discord sign in for that. Hey Joe, I sent you the rough outline of your anime character. It's a rough outline.
Alright, give me 1 second, I'll look at it. I'm just trying to update this information.
Let's see.
It's about that time for me to get a new mouse pad. Sadly.
Here, I just pasted a new link. See if that works for you.
there we go.
See, we make shit happen, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody is here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It's your dungeon daddy, as everybody's been calling me. Fat Jolly Guy. We're back for episode number 7 of Edges of the Map original homebrew campaign. Today I am joined with Joe Cool playing Valmora, Mr. Non-Clutch playing Damien, Mrs. Non-Clutch playing Moonbeam, and Terry from work playing Captain Yuri on episode 7. Y'all ready for this?
Oh yeah.
This, since we are sans one of our players, we are going to do one of my famous side quest Sundays. Now, with a side quest Sunday, it is a filler episode of sorts for you anime junkies out there that kind of just allows the rest of the players to enjoy a game of D&D while not really progressing the story too much. So, we left off last time with one hell of an episode.
No, why not just get the one from Amazon?
What one from Amazon?
I'm
sorry. Anyway, we left off with one hell of an episode last time. Investigating crashes of a downed ship, repairing our own ship, poor Pete and a demon sword, lost to time, which, by the way, if you're on our Discord page, there is a section called Pete Watch. And if you click into that, it says 9 days ago, the sword was given to Pete. Last night, I bought some new shiny math rocks, like real world ones. Here you go for everybody in watching the stream. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I sent a Snapchat to Slow and I said, hey, should I use my new math rocks to decide Pete's fate? And I rolled like a 37. And I said, results are inconclusive. So, but then we made it to the Velvet Veil, one of the few places in Eighth Year's Landing that seems to be exempt from the damages that the city faced during the siege of Duskholm. Upon entering the Vale, Valmora and Moon quickly made a beeline to a room that looked okay for being in a brothel and quickly barricaded themselves inside behind a wall of thorns. Captain Yuri, also not really wanting to partake, decided to find a room and basically turn in. Nellis, down in his usual spot in the VIP pit, doing who knows what. Vesper and Tiffany made up for some lost time since they hadn't seen each other in a moment. With the watchful eye of Carter, Valmora's familiar, keeping an eye on things. Damien took his opportunity to meet the locals per se, as he befriended Shaquifa, and they too headed off for a night of rest and relaxation and talk after the fact. That's where we're going to pick up our story today. Eighth Year's Landing is still recoiling from the damages from the assault from Duskholm. Things inside the city walls are probably in some sort of shambles and disrepair. I want you guys to role play amongst yourselves as darkness and the light of first day hit the world of Eighth Year's Landing, and the lights of the Velvet Vale start to brighten.
Do we get a long rest out of this?
That was a long rest.
Okay.
And Damien, you don't have any poison. Darn the luck. So you two also get a long rest.
Booyah.
Oh, hey, we did not do our rolls, our check rolls.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
So everybody give yourself a check roll. If you hit that nat 20, I'll give you a pocket 20 for sometime during the campaign because I'm nice today.
So close.
Give myself one. There we go. All right. No 20s today, so no pockets.
Real quick, where do I go to hit my long rest button?
When you open up your character sheet inside of Forge, you'll see underneath dice hit, it'll say S rest and L rest. Just click L rest.
Click on it and
Are you seeing it?
I am not.
Here, if you're
says,
watching the stream, if you're, you can't see it
Give me
because.
just a second to pull you up here.
So I'm going to do this. This is the game screen, but here's your sheet, and you'll see where it says hit dice right underneath, like criminal spy, hit dice 5 of 5, and you'll see the button S rest and L rest.
All right, so click in there. Okay. I was looking in the completely wrong tab. There we go.
Yo, Slomo, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub for 74 goddamn months. He says, let's go. Yeah. All right. So you all go ahead and role play what it is you do this morning as the sun rises on the Velvet Vale and you all come out from your respective rooms.
All right. Oh, come on.
Moon is not going to stay inside the brothel. She wants to spend as little time as possible.
Yeah, Captain Yuri's actually gonna come up here to Miss Helga and ask if there's any place for some breakfast or coffee, seeing how the tavern is out of commission.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure I can have Big Steve whip up something. We got a fire out back. It won't be much like the tavern, but it'll be something. I know he's got some coffee too.
All right. Yeah, Yuri's just gonna kind of nod, like, yeah, that'll be good.
All right, Big Steve is gonna leave and head out back to the outside kitchen that the tavern has. Kind of giving you a look, Yuri, as he leaves.
Ah, good grief. Great night last night.
Likewise. You come back now, Damien.
I'm sure I'll be back for one of our long chats. I can get some breakfast and some bean juice this morning.
Hopefully next time you come and you can stay a little longer. I do get so lonely sometimes.
All you have to do is find me.
You know where to find me at, Biggin.
Oh, yes. Hello, Helga.
Hi, sweetie. I hope you had a good night with Queefa.
Ah, yes. She told me all about you.
I hope only the good things.
I hope you could tell me, oh, hello, Captain Yuri. Looking to get some grub. Yuri, do you know anywhere? I mean, the tavern is not in sorts.
By the way, it sounds Big Steve was going to go and make a little something out back. It's nothing spectacular from what Helga said, but he does have bean juice and a little bit of food.
Lovely. Lovely indeed. My mouth is a little parched after last night. Too much mouth movement, if you know what I mean.
Trust me, between you and your cousin, there wasn't much sleep to be had.
Oh, I do apologize, my friend. Kaquifa does like to squeal a little.
You're just gonna give you a pat on the back. And just, you wanna go, or do you wanna go see if Big Steve needs a hand?
Yes. Get out of this velvet place. It's enough for one day.
As you guys go out back to help Big Steve, you'll see him. He'll be around like a campfire out back. Coffee is perched up on a kind of like a tripod thing, a little more like a mess kitchen. You'll also see several others gathered around, beat and battered. It's almost like the brothel kind of runs like a soup kitchen of sorts for the downtrodden.
I don't know about you, but I
I
have
will
a
end
little
up.
bit of a different vision on this place now.
I will probably end up just behind them.
It does seem that there's a little more to this place than meets the eye.
Agreed. Must keep an eye on it, but
Agreed.
a little bit on the peripheral.
Agreed. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just walk forward to Big Steve and start seeing if there's anything I can do to help.
Steve will he'll take a gander at you. He kind of just gives you that approving nod. Over there in that box, you'll find a bit of pork. We got enough mouths to feed this morning if you mind throwing it on the skillet.
Hey, Big Steve, anything I could do for you?
We could use a few pails of water from down at the river, if you don't mind.
I shall go and retrieve them, my friend.
Because of my affliction here, I can't do anything for free. I am gonna just go or ask Big Steve what all's going on with this and why they're doing this.
Just trying to help, you know. The brothel is a business after all, and these people pay for the services here. But Helga, she hasn't always been so well off, and she kind of feels like she has to give back at times. And so we kind of have like a breakfast thing some mornings, just to make sure that people who need it, they have it, you know.
And just gonna nod my head and go about throwing the pork on the fire and everything.
Moon, what are you doing right now?
I am just gonna wait for food. I am not gonna want to try and make conversation with anybody who looks like they would be paying for a woman or waiting for a woman, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Come back
And
inside.
so, and Valmoria kind of rolls over, peeks her eyes open, looks, and sees that Moon is gone, notices, and she calls out to Carter, "Hey!" Hold on.
Hey, Carter.
Yes. You called me? Shit.
I can't move my token. I can't move Carter.
Hang on. Let me make sure that Carter, you have ownership. Remember that.
Helga, may I borrow that map? Oh, yes, thank you.
Where is Carter in my list? There he is. Configure ownership. Joe Cool owner save. Try it now.
Nope. The attempted token movement collides with at least one wall.
Oh, there are walls. There are walls in the Velvet Veil. So you all can't see them, but you see how they are stuck in places? You have to use the actual doors to move characters around.
Oh.
So there are walls. So if you see a wall, you're not going to be able to just zip through them any longer, because I'm learning more about Forge, and I can actually make walls for your tokens to collide with.
Can't even go through this one. On the outside.
Yep. But if you go to the door, you'll be able to walk back through the door. So that'll be something new for you guys to learn about token movement.
Okay. As Carter kind of runs up the post of the bed and looks at Valmoria.
Did you call me? I thought I heard my name.
Yes. Did you see what happened last night with our pal Vesper and Tiffany? I was hoping you would be able to see whether he got tossed up or not.
It was a bit tossing, but I can't really tell. We have to. I don't know. I think you're gonna have to ask him, because I saw at one point there was like some stuff that was flying through the air, and you know, I don't know. I had to close my eyes. It was a little bit too much for me.
So Valmoria, she just kind of sits. She sits upright, sits up pretty quick, and just looks, and she's like,
Uh, I was expecting for him to get destroyed, maybe dismantled, but guess that's something that we won't discuss. At least not right now. Maybe later, Carter.
All right. I mean, if you're really into those kind of things, Mamoria, if I hadn't have noticed, I would think that you're kind of interested in Vesper. I would say.
No, my dear Carter. See, what you have to understand is, as a woman, sometimes you have to lead them on whenever you have another motive. I'll teach you one day, Carter. One day.
Right. Well, keep your fantasies to yourself. Okay. I'm grateful to you, and I love living in your bosoms, but I don't want to be a part of your fantasies. Okay.
All right, Carter.
And Valmoria starts to walk out the room. Carter kind of goes back into his dusty, nice, like go in his nice pouch on Valmoria's backpack. And Valmoria just makes her way down the steps. Oh, shit, I'm trying to get rid of Carter.
Here. I'll take care of that for you. Let me get back over to the Val.
Thank you, sir. Valmoria walks down to the steps, sees Bob in the corner. She approaches Bob.
Good morning, Bob.
Morning indeed.
Did you have a good night last night, Bob?
It was a bit slow, if I had to say so myself. I
Didn't have
imagine
no kind of action.
the attacks on the city probably kept people in their houses. My usuals weren't out and about.
How much do you charge?
It depends on the nature of the relationship.
Okay. How big are you?
I haven't had any complaints.
None?
No.
I just have one question for you. How did you get into this field of work?
Well, as you can imagine, an orc, we really only have 2, maybe 3 good talents. Most of them involve killing people. I've never been really much into the whole fighting thing. I'm definitely more of a lover, but being big and strong, Helga, she hired me to kind of be a both. If you look intimidating, most people leave you alone. So, I do a little bit of both. Sometimes I spend time with our clients. Other times I just stand in their way.
Excellent. I just wanted to ask, I'm interested in working here, but not as a service worker, but more of protection.
I can't say the Vale has ever had a female bouncer before, but
I guess it depends on what kind of bouncing you're talking about.
I like you. I think you'll fit in well here at the Vale if you so choose to stay.
Thank you. I bid you farewell.
I'll see you around, Val.
Miss Helga, good morning.
Well, hello, Valmora. It was. I do apologize
Yes.
about last night about calling you sweetie or darling. It's just habits, you know. I meant no offense by it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was on edge last night, so I do want to apologize for my snappiness, but I will say that you are quite a pleasant lady, and I do appreciate your hospitality.
Well, I appreciate that. We may be a whorehouse by nature, but we try not to be whores, you know?
Yes, and you call me sweetie anytime that you want. And then
I extend my hand out to shake hers, kind of like a mutual agreement, truce type thing.
Helga will take your hand in that kind of dainty over the top where she kind of holds her fingers down, you know, as she takes your hand. You do have soft hands. I could definitely put you to work if you so chose to be so.
don't let these hands fool you, my friend. I do plan to come work for this fine establishment, but I choose so to be a bouncer and not on the contrary, if you know what I mean.
Well, I can't say that I've ever had a woman want to be a bouncer before. And I mean no offense by this, ma'am, but I got Bob and Big Steve here, and those guys keep a lot of things in order. So, you show me what you got sometime, and we'll see what we can get done.
As I wild shape into my bear form and just stand on the table.
Oh, heavens. I definitely have work for you of the latter if this bouncing gig don't work out. Oh goodness. I have a few clients who whew. And you just see Helga as she starts fanning herself a little bit. She's not scared. She sees dollar signs and opportunity.
And I wild shape back.
As you can see, I have a specialty.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. If you excuse me, I need to go to the powder room.
Have a good one, Miss Helga. I shall see you again.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Hold on. Damien, Yuri, Moon, what are y'all doing?
Oh, I'm down by the river right now. Getting more.
I'm out back with Big Steve cooking. And then I think Moon is around us, but not doing anything, or like not help. Yeah, she is waiting for the food that we are cooking.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. I'll walk over to where Moon and Yuri is at out back with Steve.
Doesn't it smell good, Valmoria?
It does indeed. Saw that you were gone early, so I wanted to get up in French.
You wanted to what?
Find you.
I am here. I wanted to spend as little time as possible inside of that building.
No one bothered you, did they?
No, not at all. They didn't even notice me.
In my entangle work.
Yes, it did. Perfectly.
Quick question.
Hmm.
How exactly did you get past my entangle?
Just break through.
You broke through.
Would it still like be in effect after you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Would I
Her
have
plants in her entangle have a mind of its own. As a halfling,
okay.
you would have certain abilities. Your entangle, as being a hostile spell, would know that moon is no threat to you. So I would imagine that it might open up a hole or something for a halfling-sized person, maybe to pass through with a little ease.
Okay. Oh,
Your plants love me.
well, I'm excited. You are my friends, so I'm happy that they made such arrangements.
I am going to jump and then grab her by her waist to give her a hug. Oh, I'm so happy that you said that.
Valmoria squeezes her tight and says,
Moon, you know, I'm really thankful that I met you. Normally, I would rip somebody's arms off for trying to hug me like this, but you are my friend.
You are my friend too, Valmoria.
I just look at Yuri. I walk over to Yuri and I extend my hand. I slap him on the butt.
Hey, Yuri, did you get you some Oxo last night?
That's just gonna kind of take Yuri by surprise and just stand up real quick and look. Once he sees it's Valmora, he's just gonna kind of relax and chuckle. No, it sounded like there was a couple who was doing enough for the rest of us, though.
Yeah,
As
man.
Damien is coming back, and you see he's got a broomstick with two bales on each side, and he's got a bale hanging on his mouth, and he's doing squats on his way back.
Make him roll a performance.
Yeah, buddy. That's a perfect opportunity for a roll for performance. I would say at 11, you're pretty safe with what you got.
Just
And
doing some training on the way back.
then Carter's gonna peek out and be like,
Yeah, Captain Yuri. I wasn't gonna tell Valmoria because it sounded like she has some kind of like fantasy over Vesper, but yeah, him and Tiffany, man, like they were I want to say that they were. I saw one time that Tiffany tried to jump on top of Vesper, but Vesper flipped her over, and then it looked like Tiffany became a dog, and then he was like a bear, and like he stood on like his two legs, and she was like down, and then like Tiffany's head started moving vigorously back and forth, and then Vesper, like I've never heard Vesper like speak any kind of language like that before. So yeah, and then like, have you ever heard someone growl?
I wish that I could be with death in this moment.
Well, the best part is none of us speak rat, right?
That's right.
So we
Yeah.
That's right. It's just
squeak,
squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak, squeak.
squeakity squeak.
I'm
squeak,
sorry.
squeaking.
Valmoria is like translating this the whole time. I'm sorry, I
okay.
meant to say that. I meant to say that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple of holes in the wall.
There's some holes in the wall. There's some holes in the wall. Sorry.
And for the last thing that I saw before I like had to close my eyes. So Vesper, he did this thing where like he like climbed up the wall, and then Tiffany like laid down and spread her legs wide open. And I think he broke his junk from jumping off of what he said, the top ropes. And yeah, I think that's the reason why he's not here right now, because he did some crazy stuff, man.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Vesper dropping the people's elbow from the top rope.
The best part is I could just imagine all of us sitting there, just a mouth open, like, what the hell? Just completely silent. Even Big Steve over there is just
Oh
like,
yeah.
what did I just hear?
Yeah. Big Steve for sure is like he's listening to this, interpretation of what this mouse is saying and is like, this seems pretty like lightweight for Tiff. She knows how to handle herself. Like, yeah.
Damien is just gonna give the buckets to Steve. Here you go. What's wrong with your face?
My face?
Hey, you look a little puzzled.
Oh, well, the interpretations from the mouse via the lady there sounds like Tiff was taking it easy on him.
On Vespa? Well, doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Big Steve.
Yeah.
Vespa always was a little bit of a lightweight in bed. Hello, everybody.
Or Yuri's still just gonna be kind of sitting there in shock, just like, oh, what?
Moon has taken a few steps away from this entire conversation.
Why does everybody look so off? What happened while I was gone?
Yuri's just gonna kind of shake his head, be like, and just walk away.
Val? What happened? I see.
Val's just like, oh, why is everybody walking away?
I swear, I'm like, where's everybody going? And she's just like kind of looks and
Hey, where y'all going?
Val, what happened?
Um, what do you mean, what happened?
Why is everybody walking away?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe because of what Carter said. Like your cousin was trying to deep stroke Tiffany last night, and Carter kind of gave a vivid description of it.
Ah.
And he
Tiffany was taking it easy on him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Vespa always was a little bit of a, a pansy in the bed.
Yeah, Carter said that Vesper tried to jump off of the ceiling. Not sure how he did that, but yeah.
Yes, he called that one the torque screw.
Wow, from what Carter said, it sounded like his corkscrew got popped.
Is that why he's not out?
I think so. Like something almost like sometimes things don't pan out the way that they intend to, and they like to keep things straight, but he's a little crooked.
Ow.
So while you're all talking about this, Tiffany will walk out in front of the Velvet Veil as she makes her way up towards Big Steve.
Is there a clapping?
is there a clapping sound in the soundboard?
I don't know if we have clapping, but you can clap if you like to.
All the way.
Big Steve is going to like give that shoulder bump to Tiffany, like, I heard you're taking it easy on the new guy. And Tiffany is just gonna like snort, like,
Yeah, Tiffany, how you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
I heard that I heard a lot of knocking last night.
Yeah. That Vesper fella is he's a bit energetic, but I haven't had someone so dainty in my room before.
I see. Just please take it easy on him.
Oh, well, he's currently tied up with a few things, and he asked me to find you guys and let y'all know that he was just gonna take it easy today, if y'all don't mind. I think I'll make sure that he's okay and refreshed when y'all come back later tonight.
I
Damn,
appreciate that.
I take it you really laid it on him, huh, Tiffany?
Well, we had some fun, and we tried some things that would probably be best if he explained them to you. I wouldn't want y'all to get the wrong idea about him. But he did mention one thing, that if y'all were out and about today and saw poor Pete and could get that sword back from him, he said that he made some mistake and then cried about it for like an hour. I'm not used to dealing with someone so emotional, so I just put a ball gag in his mouth and put him in the stockade for a little bit.
Ah, yes, better off that way, huh?
Good morning, Miss Moon. How are you?
Wait.
Awake. Well, I'm glad to see you awake, ma'am.
And thank you, Tiffany.
Tiffany,
Yes.
how do you do this without any emotion?
Emotion in what?
And this stuff, this.
Well, a girl's got to make her money, and when you have assets like these, as she kind of leans over and shows you her chest, and the green skin is kind of a turn on to some of our more human clients, so it's good money, and it's fun. I get to take my aggressions out in a different way.
Okay, understood.
All right. Hey, Steve, you make sure these guys and girls get enough to eat, all right? I'm sure they got big plans today. As Tiffany makes her way back inside.
That is true. Speaking of plans, what are we doing today?
I think we should probably go to the town square and see if there's anything that we can help with.
I just reminded myself what we really should be doing. Nellis! Oh, Nellis!
I'm so glad you are worried about Nellis.
Oh, God.
Nellis, you big buffoon! Or shall I say little, where are you?
Is only Damien going back inside?
I am not going back inside. Moon will not go back inside, especially because he hears that he's looking for Nellis.
All right. I do have to pull your token to the scene, so I think you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will, or I'll go with Damien just to get away from the awkwardness that is outside right now.
All right.
Captain Yuri needs to clear his mind. because
Ev-
of Carter.
Everybody should be able to see the scene. Let me know if you can't.
We can.
I'm good.
Okay. As you walk into the VIP area, which is located on the first main floor underneath the stairwells, it's kind of like a stairway down to almost like a basement style area, but not really, like a split level, you know?
Okay.
All you see is a single large bed, the biggest bed you have ever seen. And there's Nellis. He's completely out of his clothes. And he has Amber and Ariana on each side of him.
Nellis.
Ah,
Good morning.
ah,
Seems that you had a good night.
ah. Well, you see, Captain Yuri and Val took Ariana and Amber's rooms, so they needed a place to sleep for the night. That's all.
I see.
And it looks like you were more than accommodating.
Wow.
Nellis.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm always out to do good deeds for those in less need. As Nellis kind of slides his cat body off the edge of the bed, he's gonna do one of those big cat stretches, like, you're gonna hear Nellis's back pop as he shakes.
Do you need an
Then you just hear,
adjustment, my friend?
Captain Yuri goes, "Ooh, big stretch."
Oh, man. All right. What do you guys got planned for the day?
Well, so far we've only made it to breakfast.
I
And traumatizing.
Oh, traumatized at breakfast. Do share.
Oh, I don't even know. Apparently, Carter was saying some rubbish
gotta-
about Vespa's night.
We got a play-by-play from Carter and Valmora about Vesper and Tiffany.
Oh. I've been with Tiff a few times, and I know how rough she can get. Are we sure the poor lad's okay?
Just stop right there, Nellis.
Ah, so I see Vespa. Vespa's getting a sloppy seconds.
Well,
Make sure to rub that in his face next time you see him.
Oh, well, of
I
course.
mean, when you're being with a lady at a brothel, these ladies are here to make a dime. At which time Nellis will be digging through his bag, and he'll take a few gold pieces as he kind of flinks them towards Amber and Ariana, and both of the ladies just snatch it out of the air perfectly. And give that little kind of girly giggle.
Nellis, I see these ones have some good hands.
You have no idea. You should join us next time, Damien. I'm sure these ladies will show you a trick or two.
I don't know if I'll join you, but ladies, I may see you later.
Bye. All right, ladies. You just stay here as long as you like. I'm gonna go make sure this group of yahoos don't get into too much trouble, okay?
Nellis, I like you. Watch your mouth.
You're really like me after I tell you how I lost my third life to Tiffany.
Yeah, I need that story. Pronto.
Again, Yuri's just gonna kind of stop at the base of the stairs and just shudder and keep walking.
Yes, Nellis, I will definitely need that story.
I'll tell you sometime, all right? Right now, we need to figure out what we're getting done for the day. We got a ship to fix, and we got to figure out if we can't help Gideon in somehow.
Yes. I do think that will be our first stop for the day. At least for myself. I do fear A little worrisome for Gideon.
With that, Yuri's gonna go see if there's anything left over from the breakfast that was cooked, and he's gonna bring it with him over to Gideon's.
Breakfast, there's probably almost a whole fresh pot of coffee. There's still some pork belly and beans. And there's definitely some sort of like breakfast bread. Like you could make probably a bowl or so out of that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll ask Big Steve first if he has an issue with me bringing it over to Gideon.
Not at all. Not at all. And you tell Gideon that we miss him over here at the Vale. Ever since he got married, he just hasn't been around anymore.
I'll be sure to let him know you're asking about him.
Don't let his wife catch you telling him about that. I don't need her over here causing problems. Again.
Oh dear.
Back at the big map of 8th Year's Landing. Looming overhead is the absolute dreadnought, still over the farmland of the King's Pride. The once pleasure yacht turned absolute destroying dreadnought looms over 8th Year's Landing. Guard posts are still established at all of the main gates and even around the road. However, the threat from the Duskholm fleet is beginning to fade. People are repairing and fixing damages caused from the accident or from the assault. Y'all are still currently located in Lowtown, right outside the brothel.
Hi. Who will be coming with me to Gideon's?
I will.
I'm definitely on my way there too. I need to make sure he's all right.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement.
All right. Good deal. As you approach the gate, there is a checkpoint. It's manned by a few of the city watch. They're not very heavily armored, but they do have a barricade in front of the portcullis, which is open, which is a good sign. Because earlier, when the assault was happening, all the portcullises and the gates to the city had been barred. So seeing the cullis open is definitely a good sign. State your business in 8th Year's Landing.
Going to help Gideon.
All right.
Halloween rider.
You can find him in the town square.
Oh, I know where to find him.
All right. You can pass. In the town square, you find Gideon, and he is up on a ladder as he's banging nails into the side of the building. Valmora and Moon, you two were here, and you've seen the absolute destruction that was the roof collapse for the Sky Bounty Tavern. You can tell that a large portion of the roof is still missing, but it is not blown in, caved in the way it was when you've seen it. It's been removed, and there are repairs in progress.
Hi, Gideon.
Aye! Aye, Damien!
Great work.
Moon, give me a second to get off this ladder here. As Gideon comes sliding down the ladder, as he puts his feet on the outside of the ladder and does that traditional controlled slide. He's going to wipe his hands on a rag as he hangs his hammer off of his tool belt. He'll reach out, shake hands with you, Damien. All right, what brings you lot to town this morning?
To check on you, my friend.
Ah, we've been in worse shape before. Nothing a few days of hard labor can't fix. I'm glad y'all came to look after me.
You need,
Oh,
need any wood?
We got supplies out back. Even though a
Well,
cannon shot tore the roof off, a lot of the wood was reusable, just knocked off of its moorings, you know?
hey, well, if you don't mind, guide me where I can help.
Hmm.
And
Actually,
please, I insist.
actually, there is something that you can help me with. And it's not fixing my tavern. I had a young lady come by this morning. She was in a white dress and just crying her eyes out. She said that her day was ruined. I was wondering if you could go check on her for me. She ran down by the river.
Do you know in which direction?
Over towards the crafting district, but on the merchant side of the river. That's where I seen her head. If you could check on the woman for me and see if you can help her. It would bring some good karma to my soul to know that she was all right. Unfortunately, I didn't have the ability to help her. She was hoping the tavern was open, something about a ceremony. If you could go check on her and see if you can't help her out, that would be great.
I will go check on her for you.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
One last bit of business before we leave, Gideon. You've taken care of us so many times, so we figured we'd return the favor, and I'm just gonna hand out the coffee and the breakfast for him. For you and yours.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yuri, when this place opens back up, the first round's on me. You hear?
I'm glad to hear it. I'm gonna extend my hand out to shake his.
And he's gonna with the food bowl and coffee in one hand, he'll reach out there and grab your forearm, you know, and that kind of like that hearty, like adventurer style shake, you know.
With that, I'm gonna lean in after looking around, make sure his wife isn't around. Big Steve and the ladies down at the Vale say they miss you.
As Gideon like does a double take around, looking for his wife. No.
At that, I'm just gonna kind of chuckle, slap him on the shoulder, and start following Damien.
Yeah, Nellis is gonna go with you all as well. Moon, Val.
I figured we'd go find the bride.
All right. What about you, Val?
Yeah, I want to go, but before I go, I want to hang back and talk to Gideon just for a second.
All right. Is this out of earshot from the group?
You said what?
Are you waiting for them to be out of earshot, or is it just...
Yeah, just out of earshot.
Okay. We'll move these guys this way and then move you up.
Gideon, wanted to speak with you for a second.
How can I help you, Val?
Have you heard anything strange that has been going on in the city, in Hightown lately?
Honestly, with the attack, we haven't been attacked here in Atheist Landing in a long time. And people are just taking care of their own right now, but the rumor mills, the grindings, if you will, I've been too busy to keep my ear to the ground. Is there something in particular you're hunting for? Maybe if I hear something, I'll dig into it.
No, I just have a bad feeling, and I don't exactly know. I've never seen those ships before, and I just had a bad feeling. You know, just something going on, or has there been anything in the past?
Well, between me, you, and the wall here, I know them Duskholm ships. They're mercenaries, pirates for hire. I've been hearing the city guard talk about some prisoners that they got off the big ship. They holding them in the military ward. Maybe you could dig around there if you're so inclined. But honestly, really, I'd kind of stay away from there right now. They're on high alert, as you can imagine. And the people up in the Royal District are all a churn right now. But you didn't hear that from me, you know.
Indeed. Thank you, Gideon.
Right. If I hear anything more
appreciate your
specific,
kindness.
I'll let you know, okay?
Thank you.
Gideon will kind of like reach out one-handed as he kind of like wraps his arm around you and squeezes you, kind of like a half hug almost.
And then I completely turn my body and give him a full hug, kind of like diagonal, like one arm under, one arm over the shoulder, kind of like a brotherly kind of hug, and then kind of start to walk away, meet up with the group.
Aye. All right, back up the ladder for me. All right. As y'all make your way down the Merchants District, along the riverfront, you will in fact see a lady in a white dress sobbing uncontrollably at the riverside.
I will like slowly walk up to her and just quietly ask if she's okay.
It was supposed to be my day. And then there was fire and explosions all around us. I can't. As she'll look up and she'll see this group of people around her. Maybe you all can help. My soon-to-be husband, he's been missing since the attack, and I haven't been able to find him anywhere. He's not at the tavern, which is where he hangs out most of the time, and I've looked all over, and the city guards, they're so caught up in everything right now, they can't help find him. And if you could find him and bring him back to me, I would appreciate it so much.
Can you give us a description?
He's tall and slender, with a pale complexion, and he has fiery red eyes.
Do you have anything of...
You have any of his possessions?
No, I don't have anything. Our house was destroyed in the attack, and along with it, everything we had.
Where'd you last see him?
He ran out of the church when the explosion started. He ran into town to help. I don't know where he is.
Well, can you tell us where you have searched?
I searched the Merchants District. That's where he was heading. And the fire was so great there. And over at the Craftsman's District, he's a warlock and he does fire magic. So I assumed maybe he thought he could put fires out or something to help with everything. I just hope he's okay.
We will do our best to find him.
Nellis is gonna just put a hand on her shoulder. Well, we'll find your man for you, okay? We'll do our best.
Please keep yourself safe in the meantime.
I will. I think I'm just gonna stay here a while longer. This is where he proposed to me. And I thought, I don't know why, I just thought maybe he would be here, and so I'm gonna stay here in case he shows up.
And what is his name?
It's Alexander.
Alexander.
Any help you can be would be amazing. Thank you.
Aye. So where would you all like to search first?
Well, she said she searched the merchants district, and we're already here, so we might as well split up and see if we can find him. She might have missed something, being, upset.
I think I'm going to go down towards Lowtown, search from the gate up where we just came from.
All right, sounds like a plan. Hey Val, can you do your bird thing, maybe?
Yeah. What would you like me to do? Would you rather me go into my own bird form or spread out
Well,
into 8 different?
I think the 8 different ones would be nice.
hey, I mean, if we can maybe get something from the air or something, maybe if you see fires going out or something, maybe we can narrow it down that way,
I'd have to think.
All right.
I could.
Well,
But
I'm gonna go across the river here to the Craftsman's District and see if we can't find him there.
I'm gonna head to the North Docks.
I'm sorry, I have his token. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. That's y'all probably seen it on the map, but that's not where he's at. All right, Moon. What about you?
I kind of want to wait to see the results of Valmora's birds,
Okay.
eagles, before I actually leave and go to a direction.
All right.
I'm gonna cast.
I would be doing the same.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast 8. 8 Bloodhawks, I think it is.
Okay.
I don't. Or flying snake. Yeah.
I'm sorry. About to just saw a flying snake. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna do 8 hawks, regular hawks, because I don't know what a blood hawk is.
Imagine like a vulture.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do 8 hawks.
Okay. So instead of making you roll 8 perception checks, I will just say roll 1 of your perception at advantage.
Okay.
Unless you want to roll 8 different perception checks.
No.
With a 25, as you spawn your hawks in and you communicate to them through your druid means, they take to the skies and they begin to fly over the different districts of the town. You can see them begin to circle, and one hawk in particular begins to screech as he's flapping his wings, and you peer through its eyes. As you see what the hawk is seeing, as a man is digging through the rubble of a house. He's tall, he's slender, he's pale. He matches the description of the missing groom.
Where's he located?
He will be located near the military ward in West Docks. Sort of right here.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, just in case you all don't remember, our ping the long ping does work again.
Beautiful.
So you can still use the finger version if you so choose, but long ping does work again, which is really helpful during combat and stuff like that.
Guys, I found him.
How do we ping again?
Well,
So to do long ping, you just hold down left click until the ping goes off.
Oh, okay.
Or you can use the X button to bring up the finger, and then the finger click also will ping.
guys, I'm getting something. I see him down by north of the military ward, close to the West Docks. Looks like he's he's digging through something, trying to find something. I'm gonna actually head over there first. Guys, I have an idea. Would you all be willing to fly on one of my giant eagles?
Sounds like a fun way to find him.
I wouldn't be opposed. As long as it doesn't go too high.
Yeah. I ain't never been on an eagle before.
I suppose that, or unless you want to hop on a toad, I mean, either or.
I'd be a little scared that a giant eagle might think me as some food or something, as Nellis nervously rubs his hands together. Yeah.
No, I would never allow him to do that. You have to remember, this is my spirit animals. This is not just any animal in the wild. Nellis.
All right. I trust you, Val.
And plus, I already know eagles. I mean, cats, they're pretty low on the feeding spectrum. Like, yes.
What?
Yeah, yes.
I'll have you know,
cod
Val,
is
that I
cheap
am
meat.
tasty. Amber told me so.
I don't think this is an appropriate conversation.
Yeah, just know the carrots are cheap meat. Okay.
Ouch. Nellis will remember this.
Right. And then
I'm gonna do the enhanced ability just to make sure that my eagle can carry everyone.
All right. Fair enough.
All right, so we're all flying, guys. Woo! Woo!
All right. On the backs of eagles as you fly over town, I want you all to do a perception check.
Where's my abilities? Perception check. Got a 19.
Good deal.
Damn, everyone except for
Damien, not so much. He's enjoying the ride a little too much. On the backs of the eagle or in the claws or wherever you're catching this ride at, you're above 8th Year's Landing for the first time in the inner city, above Hightown and the craftsmen's and the merchants districts and the such. And you can see the impact zones where that artillery barrage was hitting. A lot of it hit North Docks, and a lot of it hit south of Hightown towards the military ward and things of that nature. The craftsman district has absolutely been devastated by a volley as well. You can just see the destruction that was rained down from only 2 volleys from that flagship. The fires in town have gone out, and there are just smoldering remains in some places. North Dock took a huge hit. Most of the infrastructure in North Docks is missing. Is there anything particular while you're in the sky flying towards West Dock that you would like to investigate, maybe from the air.
Would we be able to see the Emporium and the Arcane Shop?
Yes, I would say so, especially during the beginning of your trip.
I would like to see if I can perceive people there, the owners, or see if it's like completely destroyed.
As you take flight in the Merchants District, you fly over the Emporium, and you could see that it seems sound. The Emporium itself is a strong stone building. It didn't look like it took much damage. There was quite a few people around the building, and you could only assume that it's because Ironwood is, bartering and making deals for resources to help the city out. He's that kind of guy.
Okay. That was like my main concern.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
As you arrive in West Dock, you can see the remains of a few buildings that have been burned out from the assault. There is a giant church on the edge of West Dock near the Hightown kind of divide where the dock area and the Hightown kind of start up. There's no walls or anything, but there is kind of like a main road that separates them. And there was a cathedral there. It had suffered a lot of damages. The bell tower has collapsed in on itself, and just the church is in complete disrepair. And as you begin to circle and go in for a landing, you see this tall character in a black suit, and he's digging through the rubble of the church.
Hello there.
Oh, you startled me. I.
That's what happens when you come up from
I-
behind somebody.
I'm sorry. I'm a little frantic right now. Can you all help me? I'm looking for a woman. She was in this church, and now it. You can see that he's trying to like hold in his emotions. You can see that he's frantic and like kind of not making eye contact with you as he darts around looking.
I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder. Were you supposed to get married yesterday?
Yes, we were.
Yuri's gonna kneel down on the other side of him, put his hand on his shoulder. She's safe.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank you.
think you gotta talk about some monsters too, bro. I think you might want to hurry up.
Monsters in the city?
Yeah. I think she was being a time we tried to like fight them off and we got rid of them, but you know.
Ha ha ha, Valmoria. Don't give this man another heart attack.
But she's safe, right?
Hey, she is safe.
For the moment.
You gotta roll against that.
Not persuasion. Use your deception,
Okay.
since you are actively trying to deceive.
Yeah, who's gonna roll against that?
I'll roll against it.
I'll try to. I feel like Moon won't try and
Moon would definitely roll against that because she would have no idea what Val is talking about. Be like, she was perfectly
Yeah.
fine by the river.
Same thing with Nellis saying how he can't lie.
Right. Nellis can't lie. He can't. Let me correct that. Nellis can lie. He's just a terrible liar.
Well, but this guy doesn't know that about Nellis. So.
Right. It's not that Nellis can't lie. It's just he's very bad at it.
Yeah, who's gonna beat it?
Apparently, none of us.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
who's
add
gonna
a
beat it?
D6.
Do it.
But anyway,
Still can't do it. Nah, let's go.
yeah, I'm gonna roll my d6, huh?
Man, what the fuck? All right.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Damien's got it.
You guys are no fun. Hi, my name is Rob Warrior.
Hi. Well, hello. Can you tell me where she is? I just want to make sure. I want to see her with my own eyes.
She's in a prison right now.
Did you say she's in prison?
She's not Balmoria.
She's in
drunk
prison.
this morning?
Am I drunk? I'm not drunk. She's in
Just saw
prison.
her by the merchant district.
Do you need
Which-
medical attention?
What? This guy is just looking at this group that's separated right now, like what?
So,
He's got Yuri on one side of him. He's got Val on the other, Damien on the other side of him, and they're all looking at Val as she's saying this shit. Like, the fuck?
This poor guy.
so,
Where's my fiance?
so I'm just trying to keep it 100% honest with you. These guys are trying to calmly break it to you that your wife is in prison, okay?
Roll deception. Go for it. Yeah, that's what you get. You want to throw some shit on that one? Go for it.
You know what? I'm gonna use a lucky.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Use your luckies up on this.
Yeah.
Joe, can I just say when you laugh in Valmoira's voice filter, it doesn't come across correctly, and it's like It's so funny to hear it because your voice filter just doesn't understand how to translate it, and it comes across like.
It sounds like Siri trying to laugh after telling a joke.
Sounds like Siri trying to laugh.
Oh, man.
All right, who's rolling against that deception? Yuri! I'm gonna roll as well. This is. I don't know what's crawled up your ass this morning, Val, but this poor guy's been through enough.
Got more woke up today and shows violence.
Yeah, she did.
I'm just saying, she is chaotic neutral. I mean,
Bruh.
you guys haven't seen some of the chaotic shit.
And chaotic evil.
Well, I haven't really done anything to him,
Listen,
right? I just-
listen, yeah, she's yeah, I'm like, yeah, she's obviously just trying to fill this guy up with some gaslighting, but it's not like she handed some poor guy a sword that a hellhound could eat him, you know? So not really evil.
All right, so Valmoria is just gonna kind of like walk over to Damien and Captain Yuri and kind of nudge them a little bit. I'm not gonna use a voice changer for this, but like just gonna nudge them a little bit, like, guys, do you not understand that we can get so much money from this man? Like, come on. I mean, he's from the sound of Moon. Of course, he's not going to believe Moon, but at least one of us could be likable. I mean, could be persuasive. Okay. I mean,
I am good in my heart.
I will not use this man and make him pay absurd fee for bamboozling him.
Well, just turn your back then. Just turn and look the other way. Like, I don't understand.
I just told him,
Alexander, sir,
as I'm
your
starting to
wife is
raise my
over by
voice a
the
little bit,
river.
I just told him his wife is by the river in the merchant dock.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Mr. Alexander, how much money do you have?
She is waiting for you at your proposal spot.
Moon, are you just trying to circumvent this whole thing?
Yep.
I want you to roll, just because of the confusion of everything going on and the different people talking to him now. I want you to roll for persuasion. Just a straight up normal persuasion, just to see. Okay. Would any of the deceivers of the party like to roll against that persuasion?
What do I roll? Deception?
Deception, yes.
I was about to say you could have just said, "Hey, Valmora, do you want to?"
Hey.
Oh.
And you already used your lucky.
Mr. Alexander, how much money do you have?
But what she says but at the river. I know the spot.
The river. You should go now.
Yeah,
How do you want to get there?
I can't go just yet. It's kind of twofold here. See, I left the church in such a hurry. I've lost the wedding ring, and I could only imagine that I dropped it here.
What is it made of?
It's gold with a beautiful sapphire in it. Or not a sapphire, a ruby, a ruby, a red ruby.
Okay. Well, I think your wife is more important than your ring.
You don't understand I'm a warlock.
We'll stay here and search for it. But you've given your wife quite a fright. I would hate to be her in this moment.
It is precious to me.
We will meet you back in the same spot.
All
that
right.
You proposed to your wife.
Or you could just go and get her and bring her here.
You know what? That's a good idea. That's what I'll do. I'll go and get her and come back. If you all could keep looking for the ring then. I was afraid maybe she was under this rubble. But now that I know that she's safe, maybe not in prison, that
In a van down by the river.
I'm gonna go get her, and if you could keep looking for the ring, that would be fantastic.
We shall.
He's going to leave and head towards the area on Hightown near the river at the Craftsman District. And now you all will just be standing here around a pile of rubble of a church that is, the walls are barely standing, like the roof is gone, it just collapsed in. The bell tower's collapsed in. There's debris all around. You could tell that it was a church, but it's gone. It's going to need completely rebuilt.
Shall we do investigation checks?
Yes. You are investigating the area for a specific item.
Do better.
Come on, Val. I know you wanted that. Oh, I don't know why I rolled that advantage, but I got the same thing. Okay, cool. Has anybody found anything?
So far, no.
How about you, Yuri? Anything?
No, not yet.
If only we had some magic that can detect precious metals.
Not
just learning how to do magic.
Yeah, doesn't look like I know any spells.
Think any of the dead people around here would be able to find it? Because I can speak with the dead.
I don't know about that one.
Okay. I'll help. Maybe. Okay, you got me. All right, so I'll do this. Okay, sir, I will. I'll cast my spell. Okay, and I will help. Alexander.
He's not here. He left to go to the river.
Uncle.
I'm sorry, I'm calling his name out.
Oh, okay.
That little wretch. Could have got so much money from them. You guys ruined it. All right, anyways, I cast my growth in hopes that the plants could tell me exactly where this metals are you guys are looking for. What is it again that we're looking for? I kind of blanked out.
It's a gold ring with a red ruby in it. He said it was
Yes.
precious to him.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Can we do another investigation check?
Let's let Valmora run the course real quick. See what she can come up with. Roleplay how your plant growth is going to find a ring.
Oh, yes.
So Valmoria, she casts her plant growth, moving the rubble and shifting things, and the plants are starting to sift through every nook and cranny of this this rubble of whatever. And as you can see, all of the any valuable that's in the area of that where I casted it, the plants are just growing thick enough to where it can kind of lift up each valuable,
Okay.
anything that would be of value to where we can see it in sight.
All right. Roll me a d20 against my AC. Huh.
Oh.
That's your AC.
Do I have any what you call it?
So you start every session with the standard. So you've already burned your lucky. You have a 10, a 6, a 4. So
I used the D10.
there you go.
And
As
I
your
just
pl-
put a D8 inspo for Joe Cool.
Nice. Joe Cool, you have a D8 now
Thanks.
from Miss Clutch. As the plants grow, you can see several patches of growth as they begin to raise valuables out of the ruins of this church. There are 4 in particular that are growing overly strong. Well, did it work, Val?
No idea what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like it worked. It's starting to. What's that right there? Yes, is that it?
As you search the first thatch of growth, you find a golden crucifix. Well, that doesn't look like a ring.
Hand me that. Let's see what that is.
As you pick up the golden crucifix, you can see that it is a religious artifact from the church here. The major religion in Aether's Landing is a religion to a god, a monarch, known as Aether. And it is a crucifix, a cross, bearing its sigil.
It looks like the perfect candidate for my bag of holding. I just quickly slip it in there.
Okay.
Let's see. Is that it?
The second thatch
Oh,
is a chalice of bronze. It is well worn by age.
no, that's not it. What about over there? Far left corner. You see that? It's like something shiny.
As you dig through the thatch on that one, you will find the ring in question.
Guys, I think I found it. Come on, my beautiful place. Come this way.
As Valmoria takes it off of the plant and puts the ring on her finger to see if it fits. Before
Perfect.
going over.
Valmoria, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Fuck. Jolly, don't do this.
You're the one that put the ring on your finger.
$18.
With an 18, you hear a voice.
You are not my patron. Where is my host?
You about to be my bitch now.
I think not, young druid. You will return me to my rightful host, or I will burn you where you stand.
I'd like to see you do it.
As you wish.
Valmora, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as fire begins to envelop your hand. Valmora, take 1d10 fire damage. So 5 points of fire damage as this ring begins to burn your hand.
I start to singe and burn as my finger, but I'm not going to take the ring off because I hear this voice and I want to talk to it more. And also I want to kind of understand, since I speak dragon, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Well done in noticing it is draconic.
Yep, I speak draconic, so I want to speak more with it. But I'm going to speak. This is the perfect opportunity.
Sound check? Does this work?
Yes, it does.
You think you're the only one who can speak in this language. Tell me who your master is, who your owner is. No, you misunderstand. Though you may speak my tongue, he is my host. I hold dominion over him. Where did you come from? long ago, blah, 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 blah. It does not return me to my host. It matters not where I come from. It only matters that I am returned to my earthly host. Separation from him, it will be detrimental to all.
On what grounds? Who are you? Answer this question, and I will return to your host. If not, you will go to a place far more dangerous than where you are now.
I have no reason to believe you in these endeavors. I am Parthenax, Elder Dragon to the Grand Council. As part of my continued existence in this world, I have chosen an earthly host for which to imbue my power. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Yes, but I have but one more question.
Questions yet again.
What would happen if I return you to your host?
I would continue to exist in this earthly plane. If you do not send me back to my host, well, I guess I'll have to choose another.
In choosing a host, you take full control of them?
Not necessarily. You see, it is a pact agreement. A bond between a patron and a host is sacred. That's not to say that in times of great need I can choose whether I give him my power.
How would I petition to be such patron?
You seek to become a warlock? You are but of planted nature. I would not be a good host for you.
I am a druid.
Precisely.
One that is of great lineage. And if you were to form this pact, we surely would find some great means in all of this. And I'm sure I'd be a better patron than what you're currently experiencing right
As you're communicating with Alexander's patron, they come back to the ruins of the church. Ah, you found it. You found my ring.
Mm, what? What is going on? Alexander, I see why you were looking for this ring.
It is precious to me.
But why is it so precious?
It's complicated. I am a warlock. I draw my power from my patron, and that ring houses my patron. Without it, I lose that connection. I lose my abilities to cast and conjure magics.
I have but a slight question. And I have an interest because it seems like this ring is very valuable to me.
It is indeed.
And with my background, I want to speak to you for a second.
Now, Jolly, is there a way that I can like use my draconic language to start speaking to him?
To Alexander?
Yeah, but without the group knowing,
Well, you
like telepathically.
probably not telepathically. If the group members don't speak Draconic, they wouldn't know what the conversation is.
Do anybody speak draconic?
No.
No.
Damien?
I speak Draconic.
I guess I'd be fine with Damien hearing it.
I don't know if Nellis knows or not. I'm trying to find out where my fucking languages are at.
I had to go into my actual D&D Beyond sheet.
Oh, yeah, of course. Joe, go ahead and say what you're going to say. I'm going to look up Nellis's sheet and see.
All right.
Because it doesn't change what you're about to say. It just matters whether or not my character can hear it.
Yep.
Alexander, would you be willing to cast this dragon form? Or do you have the ability to shape into the dragon form?
I do not have this form you speak of. It grants me the flame powers that I use. I do not take its form.
Very well. Would you allow me just a few more moments to speak with your dragon host?
I would prefer not, simply because he can become agitated, and I notice your hand is already scorched.
Okay.
Yes, young druid, hand him back.
I will. But what's in it for me for helping you?
It's not what's in it for you. It's what's in it for me. If I do not receive my patron back, he will have to claim another. And since you are wearing the ring, I fear he may absorb you as his next. So please, provide me my patron again, for your own sanity.
Valmoria is just kind of like hesitant. She looks back at the ring. She looks at Alexander. She looks back at the ring.
But I take heavy inquisition with this ring. No. It's starting to grow on me, but for the sake of things, suppose I'll hand it over.
Valmoria, she begins to try to take the ring off. She looks at Alexander. She walks to him. And she whispers to him,
You owe me one now.
And she hands him back the ring.
You say that, but you have no idea the bullet you've just dodged. As Alexander takes the ring quickly from your hand, and he'll slide it back onto his own finger, you'll see the magical shimmer across his hands, almost fiery red, as he returns to his normal form and his warlock abilities. Thank you for your understanding. I want you all to meet Amelia, my bride. You've all met her down at the river, but she said she hadn't introduced herself.
That is true.
Thank you all for finding him. I was fearful that I might have lost him that night, so thank you.
I am glad you both are safe.
I have another favor to ask you all. I know you've done so much for us already, but you see, this wedding is more than that. Yes, we are to be wed and be husband and wife, but you see, Alexander's patron, Alexander's dying. He has an incurable disease, and this wedding was supposed to be a transfer of power to one host to another for his patron. And so I have accepted that mantle of responsibility. But we require an ordained minister to be able to complete this transition so that Alexander's patron doesn't just absorb me as its new host. Do you all perchance know where we might find a minister in this chaos?
Honestly, I do not. I'm sure we can look him around and perhaps find one.
Hey, Yuri.
Yes, Nellis.
Hey, can't ship captains marry people?
Well, yes, they can, but were they, or does it need to be a minister, or does it just need to be an officiant?
Alexander and Amelia will look at each other. It has to be somebody ordained or officiate of a legal tender, but it just has to be official. Do you have some sort of patron yourself or god that you worship to? It doesn't have to be any with specific dominion.
Hey, what about Moon?
I am with the Order of the Faceless Men.
Are you ordained with them? Can you marry?
I don't think that I am ordained because they took me in.
Hmm.
I don't think that the Faceless Men actually marry people.
Oh.
Isn't death but a marriage in itself?
Not in an official sense.
Well,
I mean, I am an officiant of my deity.
What do you require? If you're willing to do it, we would gladly pay you for it.
Wonderful. What's your offer?
I have a sum of gold I could provide you, or probably. I don't really know. I have gold for sure, but Amelia will just pat his shoulder and she steps forward. We have a home here in Atheus. I'll gladly give you a home. It's not much, but it is intact after the battle. We're not going to be remaining here much longer anyway. We are going to travel, so you could have our home.
Gladly accepts. Isn't that right, Captain?
You're sure you're not wanting to remain in the area? We're not in the business of kicking people out of their homes.
No. No, I'm sure. You officiate our wedding and transfer his patron to me. And you will have the deed to our home in Atheist Landing.
Agreed.
Wonderful. What is it that you require for the ceremony?
For my part, nothing. For the transfer of the deity, whatever you need.
As a ship captain, do you require to be on a ship to actually legally wed?
Oh, yes, I would.
Okay.
We also do need a ship.
So. Well.
We have Nellis's, right?
Yeah. Does it, can you wed on an airship or does it have to be the water type?
Yuri's just gonna stroke his chin for a minute. A wooden deck is the same on or in the air or in the water.
Ah. Well then, as Nellis slaps his paws together, we're off to the gale wind then. We're about to have ourselves a good old-fashioned shindig wedding. Let's go.
Haven't been a part of one of these in a while.
As you all make your way with the bride and the groom over to the gale wind. Through town, you pass through the security checkpoints with no issues, and you arrive at the gale wind. Let's go ahead and we will use... Where is Wood Battle? There we go. Let's just go ahead and delete those markers. This will work. It's not a perfect representation of the gale wind, but this will work for now. All right, so we have Damien. Plop. We have Moon. We have Nellis. We have Yuri. We have Val. And we have groom and we have bride. So we'll use this as a temporary placeholder for the deck of our gale wind. All right. Well, I'm sorry she ain't much, but you know, it's a ship. She's airworthy. Thank you.
Is this suitable for you?
I do believe your ship is in some rather disrepair, but if it works for you, Captain, and allows you to officiate, I believe this will work.
All right, then. Do we need any witnesses or anything? Well, I believe we have 3 or 4 rather good witnesses here.
Yes, we do in fact require witnesses for our wedding. It's not as planned, my love, but I do believe this will work, if it works for you. She'll nod in acceptance.
Splendid. Everyone take their seats.
Hey, Val, as Nellis, nudges you. Hey, why don't you make some, flower decorations or something? Make the ship look a little better.
Nellis, I didn't know that I was in the wedding planning.
Come on. I don't get visitors on the ship very often, and it looks like a heap right now. Do something. Please.
Absolutely. Now that Sheila will do, I will give you my little druid craft, and I will druid craft all over the ship. It creates a nice sensory effect, so it doesn't actually, you know, it basically turns, they don't see anything else on the ship but what I put on there. So, yeah, you don't see anything else.
And as Valmoria casts the spell, it turns the ship from, this old beat up wreckage to this nice, beautiful veil of decorations, floral decorations, and also you have a few arches that went up over the bride and groom that's made out of vines. And they have beautiful, beautiful red thorns that come out. And you have a row of beautiful flowers, and then there's like a walkway to go up to the where they're getting married.
Wow, Val. Man, you should go into business doing this.
It's not really my type of thing.
The bride and groom are going to be ecstatic as they are looking around and they see this beautiful scenery growing around them. They look at each other and they realize that this is their moment. The groom will look to the group. I need someone to stand with me. Will one of you willingly do that?
Aye. Nellis, would you like to hop up?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on weddings. You go right ahead.
I can do it.
And
I'll do it.
the bride will also require someone to stand.
Oh, no, I'll do the bride. I'll be on the bride side.
Oh, come on. Moon would die for an opportunity to be the... She's got to be giddy. She's got to be giddy. Like, I want to be in a wedding. I want to be in a wedding.
Valmora, could we maybe have some flowers too? We can throw them on the bride, like in a real wedding.
You guys are asking awfully a lot of me. But sure.
Oh, how exciting!
And I
Thank you,
just
Valmora.
craft up some nice bouquets, and I hand one to Moon, and I give one to Nellis. Or a basket of flowers for Nellis. And I say to Nellis, I ask Ambassador, and I say to Nellis,
Well, Nellis, since you are the smallest and you're the most nimble of us all, you can be the flower boy.
Oh, well, thanks.
I mean, the flower cat.
As he kind of like picks the basket up and kind of bashfully like kicks the deck a little bit, like, no, shucks. Alexander will turn to Captain Yuri and... All right. Whenever you're ready, Captain.
All right, give me just a moment.
why do I have a feeling that Captain Yuri is really pulling up? Like,
I'd be chat GPT right now.
Right?
I actually don't have chat GPT. Jolly, I did just send you something real quick.
I'm answering.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry about that. I was pulling up some things here. So, with that, Captain Yuri's gonna look at Alexander and, oh God, what is her name? Amelia. And he's just gonna kind of nod at both of them. And just gonna kind of straighten up. Who gives this woman to this man?
Me, I do.
Yuri's gonna kind of smile and nod, and then look at those two. Please join hands.
It's the groom and the bride grab hands. He's gonna lean in. Yuri, Captain, you have to give me away as well.
Ah. Well then. Who gives this man?
Well, I do.
All right. So now we shall join hands. A little different up here in the air. Friends, we've gathered here today to join these two lovely individuals in, I'm assuming, matrimony, as well as a couple of other things. And they do this out of love. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And then when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not a breathlessness, it is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when when being in love has burned away. This is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground, and when all that is pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are the one tree, not two. With these two, it is obvious you are willing to give to each other very willingly. Have you prepared any vows?
Amelia, I have loved you with the burning passion of 1,000 suns, and your brightness has radiated every day since. I feel connected to you stronger than any patron that this warlock has ever had the privilege of serving. And on that day, all them nights ago, when I told you who I was, and you looked at me with a tenderness that no other living creature has ever shown. I knew from that moment forward that I could only ever be with you. So much, in fact, I have, with the willingness of my patron, we have accepted this intertwining because we love you.
Yeah, what he said.
Amelia, do you have anything?
Ditto.
He's just gonna smile and just the rings.
As Alexander slips his patron's ring off of his hand and he slides it onto her hand, that magic transfers from Alexander through his hands as they are holding and up Amelia's arm. Her eyes flash with an amazing glow of amber and red as Alexander's eyes return to an almost white but blue tone.
Yuri's just gonna kind of stop, make sure everything's going, make sure they're both fine.
That looks like a Yuri. I gotta do something fast. I'm gonna cast a healing touch on both of them, or a healing word, just to kind of give like a nice little massage and to calm them down a little, just to get them a little more relaxed. All right, down.
Then with that, Yuri's just gonna go ahead and conclude the ceremony. I now pronounce you, you two married.
As Alexander and Amelia lean in, they share a kiss. Nellis crying. Yeah, this is where I throw the flowers now, Vale. Nellis is just going to start reaching in and starts throwing the flowers. Hey, I'm such a sucker for weddings. Both Amelia and Alexander will turn to you, Captain Yuri, as they're holding your hands, and they will thank you. Alexander reaches into his chest pocket, and he takes out a parchment of paper. Thank you. Thank you for what you've done. This is the deed to our home. Please take it. I hope you enjoyed as much as we have.
And with that, do I have any gold whatsoever, Jolly?
According to my records, you have 267 real gold and 50 counterfeit.
I'm gonna go ahead and give them 50 gold.
What's this for?
A gift for the newlyweds.
You are too kind, Captain. You have done us a great service today. All of you, in fact, have done us a great service. Thank you. It's not every day you see the world with only one voice in your head. As he looks at Amelia, and you can see that she now has the voice of a newly acquired warlock patron floating around in there. Well, we have one gift to give to you all. One aside from payment. Amelia will conjure her newfound flame as she begins to circle it around. And in the middle of the deck will appear a cindered table, and atop of it, a wedding cake, veiled in black and crimson. What's a wedding day without a bit of wedding cake? Am I right?
Hi.
Well,
Alright.
love cake.
I can't take it, guys. I love weddings so much.
Yuri's actually gonna walk up to Nellis. Do you have any wine on board for the newlyweds?
Here. And Nellis will take a key off of his neck that's been kind of buried in his fur. It goes to my private stock. Just help yourself. It's so beautiful.
Yuri's gonna reach out and take the key and put his hand on Nellis's head and kind of rub his ears.
As Amelia and Alexander cut into the wedding cake, you can see that it is a beautiful dark crimson red velvet style cake. as they begin to hand the pieces out to each of you. You could tell that the cake has magical properties to it, conjured from the flaming desires of love. This magical cake can be used in a moment of preciousness to provide a 1d20 roll on any check involving either food or good faith. It can be used on con saves. You can give your cake away as a gift at any time now that you have possession of it. And you can use the properties of the cake on saving throws and persuasion rolls, because the flavor text of this magical item says, because who doesn't like cake? So everybody here, you now can add one piece of wedding cake with a magical property as essentially like a lucky or a D20 inspo on any persuasion, any saving, or any good faith roll involving food.
All right.
Val, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? It's just,
Yes,
it's so pretty.
quite beautiful. No, yes, it is. It is definitely quite.
Nellis is just a sobbing mess of cat right now.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Where's Tiffany when you need her? You never seen?
Captain Yuri, did you break into the wine cellar, or did you just take Nellis's key?
I just took his key.
All right, Captain Yuri, you now have access to Nellis's private stock aboard the Gale Wind. With that being said, as the cake is divvied up, Amelia and Alexander will look at you all and thank you for everything that you have done today. That it couldn't have been possible without the help of you all. However, they will take this opportunity to leave you all on the deck of the Gale Wind as they depart, and they were going to head north along the road, walking hand in hand.
Well, Captain Yuri, shall we go check out your new house?
Yes, let's.
I thought you might want to.
Damn. I knew she was. I know I said that she was in prison before, but she really is going to a prison.
Yep. She has accepted her husband's patron as her own because he is sickly and is going to perish one of these days. And to make sure that his patron will continue to have a host, she's accepted to become the host for his patron.
Did we find out what house we now have?
Absolutely. You're just about to. So, now that you're all back in town, heading towards the city square, you will find yourself a cozy little 3-story townhome. Just off of the main drag, kind of in the middle of town a little bit. Right here where I'm pinging.
I'm not even back at the.
Oh, hey, it helps if I pull you guys to the scene. Sorry. Yoink! So right here, you will see... Oh, no, what is that? I don't know. Somehow I have the pointer I'll reload that real quick. Give me a hot second. Somehow my pointer got stuck. All right, is everybody still here? Can they still see?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to refresh the GM screen as well. So right here is a little L-shaped house in town. There's a little 3-story quaint cottage. The bottom floor is cobblestone and wood, and the upper 2 floors are of a wooden structure. It is in Hightown, so it is a nice building. It's not like the kind of architecture you would find in Lowtown or even in the Farm District. It is a nice place. Has several bedrooms, a broad kitchen, and a large living space.
Well, Captain Yeri, looks like you got the score here.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, man. Look at these digs here. And it comes pre-finished. Look at this. They were serious about leaving town.
It seems that way.
Well, Captain Yuri, I guess you're not sleeping at the brothel no more.
I am going to go ahead and cast Detect Evil and Good on the house, see if there's anything in there.
Ooh, not trustworthy of the new house.
It's fair. We did just get it from dragons.
Right.
As you detect evil and good, you can tell that the house has had magical influence around it and in it, but that the building itself is not of either or. It is a physical structure built by the hands of man in town. You can see residuals of the warlock's magic here and there, but it's not like a poltergeist or any kind of like nefarious spirit.
Okay. Well, at that, I'm going to just go ahead and open the door and, well, would you like to come in?
Yeah, let's go.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a fun time exploring the new house.
I actually don't have the house map finished just yet, so I don't have anything to show you all.
So, that's actually okay because I have to hop off to go to work.
All right. Well, then we'll go ahead and we'll end it here. So,
Yeah.
congratulations, everyone, on a successful wedding in 8th Year's Landing. And I would like to take this opportunity to wish Ashley and AP a happy anniversary for both of you celebrating 1 year of marriage.
Oh, happy anniversary,
it's the
guys.
first anniversary. Happy anniversary, guys.
It's technically our first anniversary, but it's not. We just yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Regardless, happy anniversary, you two. I want you to know that I wrote this whole side story campaign after I found out that you two were doing your anniversary today and that you were still going to play D&D. So if you're watching on stream, I'm literally holding up the notes for today's side quest because I wrote them. Awesome. I wrote them at work because I was like, oh shit, it's their wedding anniversary and they're still playing D&D? Well, we got to do something special.
Oh,
So
man, I thought I was gonna have the nice opportunity to go away with Alex and him marry me.
Well, the funny thing is, though, Alex and Amelia are in fact married now. I'm ordained.
He really is. I called Terry at work after I found out you two were doing this, and I'm like, I got homework for you. I need you to write wedding vows. And he's like, who am I marrying? And I said, you're marrying NPCs in the game today. And he goes, oh, he says, you know, I'm actually an ordained minister. And I said, even better. Now I have legally married NPCs in a game.
That's awesome.
I love that.
So, all right.
But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and
Terry.
hop off here. You guys have a good rest of your day and happy anniversary.
Well, Terry, thank you.
Sir.
You're welcome.
Not to
Bye.
work too hard.
Yes.
All right.
Jolly, before we get off, can I do something?
Well-
That's like role play something.
Sure. What's up?
All right, cool. So Valmoria, she's gonna shapeshift into bird form, and she's gonna go flying straight for the docks right over here.
Okay.
See where I'm pinging?
Hang on, let me zoom out. Docs. Yeah.
All right, and she's gonna dive bomb straight into the water and go back to her human form.
Okay.
Can I roll for a perception?
For what are you perceiving?
Animals, of course.
Animals. Animals, of course.
Yeah. I
Do you
want
have a
the deep
list of
end,
what
like,
you're hoping to find that I might, you know?
deep end. Yeah, let me go ahead and send that to you right now.
Yeah,
sir.
you send me something you're hunting for, and I'll make you roll for it.
Why is it in all caps?
Dolphins, motherfucker, where are they?
I mean, honestly, I would.
Whoa, Jolly, look at that! Look at that!
I
Look at that!
might even want to.
What is
Look at
it?
the
Are you?
first one that
You're shitting me. No.
That's the
What?
first one that I did, bro. I'm
No
telling
way.
You. I said
Oh,
that
God.
Before you said that.
He did it. Fucking first one is dolphin. All right. Well,
Yeah,
throw one more
those
up
are-
there. I'll
those
make it
are-
easy. Throw one more
All right,
sea
throw one
creature.
more?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh. Hey, what is it? The Oh, I can't remember.
Did I just give you like an orca?
Yeah. There you go. Killer whale.
There we go. That's what I was trying to All right, there we go. That's what I was trying to remember.
All right.
Literally it.
So here's what I'm going to do. You gave me a list of 6. I want you to roll 1d6. Whatever it is, you're going to get that on this for dive bomb in the ocean. Number 6.
Oh.
The last one on the list. As you dive bomb into the water, you find a pod of orcas that are doing whale things. I don't know. I'm out of descriptors now. But it's 2 adults and a little baby orca, and they're in a pod, and they're doing whale things like Free Willy.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, you realize, isn't orca like one of the most vicious whales in the sea?
Yeah, it's a killer whale,
yes.
so there you go.
Go.
Honestly, I would also, if I can't remember if Jenkins' shop is still up and running or not.
He is alive, and he is at his shop, but it is in disrepair. So if there's something you're after, it won't happen this session, just simply because he's not up and running from the attack.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna go buy more arrows and see.
Yeah,
what
he-
might be on something.
He would
I'll do that.
not be able to facilitate that at this time.
Oh, good. Can't wait to level up again.
Well, unfortunately, since this is a side quest, there will be no level up, just
I know.
because you're gonna have to hit critical story missions with the whole group here. So there is no level up on a side quest, but you all got wedding cake, which is a literal D20 inspiration that you
Yeah,
could throw
I
on
kinda
something.
like that.
So
if I may ask, can you make like a little description for it so I can put it in my notes?
Absolutely.
And if you just want to put it in the player chat.
I will write up the magic item. Like I said, I literally wrote this at work, so I had no time to like actually facilitate any of this. But I was thinking, what can I give you all that's a wedding gift that they would give to their group? And I'm like, everybody gets cake at a wedding, so there you go.
Yeah.
Y'all get a piece of magical wedding cake that gives you a D20 inspiration on any saving throws or persuasions or whatever.
Love it.
So
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
anything else anybody else would like to do before we go ahead and end this session here?
No. I'm okay.
I've got to walk Bentley.
All right. Guys, thank you guys so much out there in chat. Thank you so much for the raid, Visper. I appreciate it. Sorry I didn't say anything at the time, but I love your face, guys. Thank you. Congratulations on a wedding, guys. And congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you.
All right. We will be back next Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern for a continuation, and hopefully everybody can be here for the Edges of the Map original homebrew campaign, DM'd by myself. Once again, I would like to give a shout out to Joe Cool. You can literally find him on everything at Joe Cool. Mr. Non-Clutch. He streams and does his things. I think it's on Twitch. Mrs. Non-Clutch, his beautiful wife, and then Terry from work. He's getting ready to get all of his stuff streaming-wise up and running, so you could probably find him places as well. I'm Fat Jolly Guy, and I'll see you guys next time on the couch for another episode of D&D. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great time.